This week on Nation's Business, we look at how major capital developments are paving the way towards building a stronger and better Fiji for all. Just days away before Fiji heads to its first democratic elections, more and more development projects targeted at transforming the lives of all Fijians continue to take shape around the various divisions of the country. These developments are targeted at the heart of government's focus in ensuring that no one is left out. From the announcement of the 2014 national budget, communities in the various divisions, right up to the maritime province, have felt the expansion of government services, either through rural electrification projects, access to improved water supply, access and the decentralizing of health centers, and the creation and widening of tar-sealed roads. In unlocking the economic potential that Vanua Levu has and extending its level of services to what is enjoyed by those living in VT Levu, the Prime Minister Barenge Bainimarama opened the first section of the sealed Buddha Bay Road. Extending 10 kilometers and costing around $40 million, the sealed road is expected to cut travel times and improve accessibility to communities in Dhaka-Unrove.
Many people will directly benefit from this new stretch of road, along with thousands more in villages and settlements further that the sealed portion is yet to reach, but we will still enjoy shorter journeys because of it.
Kareti kuna kasada kabana kuna dapat ni tunggu sa OCP. Leon Vanua, we matagal na tamata beto siya kisindo yan leng. Nakausari tunggu kami dua tunggu terus ni manu na may buke manda na Leon Vanua. Tikmen tukawata, dua bata, terus liu.
तहसील रास्ता होए नगी छोई गए हेल्थ सेंटर सब चीज के अच्छा है सुविधा है सब चीज के और सब सौदा आ जाए हम लोग के एकदम यहाँ ना कंपनी लोन लाए दे सौदा अच्छा है सब चीज के सुख है अब पहले तो बहुत दुख रहा गरीब रहा हम लोग ना पहले बहुत दुख रहा हाँ और अब टाउन के लिए बहुत अच्छा हो गए ना जाओ अब तहसील फिर हो जाए ना अच्छा है सब चीज के अच्छा है.
In line with government's Look North policy, these developments are expected to develop the northern division of the country and neighboring islands such as Tavyuni, Rambi, by providing employment opportunities and putting a stop to rural-urban drift.
We are turning the ground here today on a facility that will eventually generate 700 kilowatts of electricity to power homes and businesses from Wairiki to Wellangi. Some summer will literally be the hydroelectric powerhouse for a large part of the community. And I can assure you that it is only a matter of time before the same benefits flow to other communities on the island.
Gitu marabali na luni koro sumsom na kinsa may vatsunan vitatek na mutentu na malab lumawa tu mai eu segitu muda kamay eu sa maklim sulkan dua ang itu muda kamay sa na ro na lakun libe etaviuni tengo sampai kili sulkan dua asan gyada mengo na kinavanro na
Millions of dollars have been spent on the Northern Division on new infrastructure projects, such as telecenters that bridge the digital divide and providing a gateway to the world. Already, 24 telecenters have been established to connect more than 77,000 Fijians in Vanua Levu, Ovalau, Kandavu, and Viti Levu. The construction and upgrade of schools in the Northern Division has also taken an immense turnaround to ensure that no child is left out and that everyone has access to education. Through the identification of new economic ventures, many communities are beginning to realize their full potential, and it's developments like these that are paving the way for communities in the Northern Division. Never before has Fiji's rural electrification project become a huge success, with almost 80% of Fiji's population having access to electricity in addition to the construction of new homes. $50 million spent on 4,600 solar home systems, A total of 1,720 households are now connected to power. What this means is that rural dwellers would not have to rely heavily on diesel generators and can set aside that extra income for other essential services. Committed to its targets in ensuring that developments reach Fijians living in the remotest parts of Fiji, never before has development taken a bold step than in the islands of Rotuma, where for the first time the island paradise has seen massive changes.
I also believe passionately that government exists solely to serve the people. Our job is to empower you, to give you the things you need to improve your own lives and the lives of your family. Our job is to not make false promises, but to deliver. And wherever you live, and no matter how distant or isolated you are, every Fijian deserves the same level of government services: education, electricity, water, better health services, better roads, and better telecommunications. Put simply, we want the people of Rotuma to have the same opportunities as anyone living in the other parts of Fiji.
From the declaration of Rotuma being an international port of entry to identifying economic opportunities through strengthening trade between Tuvalu, all part of ensuring that Rotumans are empowered, and with this boost comes other development opportunities such as the biotreatment plant. Additionally, communities like Rotuma, the Lomaiviti group, and Lau and Yasawas have been given a huge boost through the provision of better shipping services. In the Lau group, resource centers have been set up, targeted at empowering women by encouraging them to venture into small businesses. To date, 14 resource centers have been set up around the country. At the same time, social services focusing on pension schemes for the elderly, food vouchers for expectant mothers in the rural areas have been introduced. It's these sort of services that government has been taking to the remotest parts of Fiji, ensuring that everyone, including the elderly, are well informed of the developments that are taking place and ensuring that everyone matters. With investment to health an essential priority, the need to modernizing Fiji's health system continues to be at the forefront of development. With $222.4 million budgeted, Fiji's health sector has seen a massive change in the decentralization of its services to health centers in both the rural and urban centers. What this means is a reduction of longer lines at major hospitals, less travel costs incurred by the public to travel long distances, and ensuring that nurses and doctors attend to the needs of the sick.
I am so excited to see that this is happening because this is going to change so many people's lives. You're not going to have to worry about mud running into your hospital anymore. I just think this is fabulous and it's a great step forward for Fiji.
I'm extremely privileged and I'm very, very happy to be working in this new hospital. We've been working in the old hospital for the past 9-10 years and we have suffered a lot of floods and we have gone through a lot of hardship trying to salvage our things and to be putting back things together, and then with that even the patients have been suffering. Now that we have moved here, I'm really happy.
With continuous upgrades and developments taking shape within the health sector, the recent opening of the Navua Hospital is testament to government's commitment to the people.
I'm delighted to be here today for this wonderful location as we open the new Navua Hospital. A healthy Fiji means a better Fiji, and so nothing is more important to my government than improving health care for people around the country. And today marks a huge step in the right direction. It's a major milestone in our efforts to lift the standard of the medical services we offer, particularly outside of big city centers. This new hospital
new hospital will dramatically improve the lives of the people of Navua by giving them access to a world-class health facility that is no longer subject to the whims of Mother Nature.
The opening today is a historical event for people in Navua, not only Navua but the two provinces, Serua and Namosi, inclusive, because compared to the previous one, this is a most modern hospital site that we have visited, and it has got the facilities that is of top quality, and it's large enough to cater for people not only from Navua area, can cater for people from outside as well.
Each day, more and more services are being provided to the public. Already, a total of 2,291 families living in squatter settlements around the country have witnessed upgrades in terms of proper sewage disposal, creation of walkways, access to water, electricity, and garbage collection. 933 families have also been provided access to low-cost housing and $1 million set aside towards assisting families through the Village Housing Scheme. Western Division being Fiji's economic backbone through various sectors that continue to inject billions of dollars into Fiji's coffers, government continues to recognize the need to put in place better infrastructure to stimulate economic growth. Never before has the Western Division witnessed such a hive of development and support through various development projects. One such is the construction of more than 1,500 homes for the families whose homes were completely destroyed during Cyclone Evan.
I can say that this is my birthplace. Nobody came here even the cyclone or the flood. 3-4 times this house been flooded. And this is the first time. Thank the Prime Minister and the government.
Income generation and poverty alleviating programs have taken a center stage as many communities in the interior of Nokorotumbu, Nandalai, Uluisila, Keasi, and Batukoloko in the highlands of Novosa have been empowered. Recently, the opening of the Nandi Municipal Market with added services such as the accommodation for women has provided a major relief for women market vendors who once travel long distances to sell their produce.
I'm बहुत खुशी है because mostly हम just खुशी है like ladies vendors के because they got the hostel इसमें the hostel मिला है because हमें सब time like after hours जनरल sales करता था ये तो like I just feel pity ना कि जब लोग कॉरिडोर में सोते हैं ठंडा फ्लोर पे सोते हैं
Una vez que me solta ko na kito daw mo na kada. Ito ka tamen nito mo ni kito may mo dito na ba. Una vez que me solta ko ya kami sa may indom mo kito wala na matata ko na talita ko biman. Ani may sa may relate na ni mami maki. Mami aidan ki mami kilan ki mami bagyang mami kilan ki mami kawitag to na lenuhan na matanto ki mami demo katulad na.
With a population of over 866,000 people, a total of $474 million has been set aside, and work undertaken by the Fiji Roads Authority has witnessed the creation of bridges, which are linking villages and farmers to main highways. At the same time, major roadworks continue to take place in the Western Division.
We are looking at the communities holistically. We are not looking only at those with disabilities. We are looking at children. We are looking at the women as well. And these are all categories of citizens that ought to be considered in developing projects. This is an example. We are currently working on developing evacuation centers. And in developing evacuation centers, the planning includes areas for the women, areas for the children, access to the disabled, facilities, toilet facilities for both genders. So these are the areas, we are looking at development not only from a one-dimensional view, but we are looking at things holistically to ensure that the interests of all communities are covered.